Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are off to a good start to your days. I know that I am today. We're going to get right into this action today. I got calls that I got to get going. Hold on, my fucking Instagram's making noise. There we go. um, Little follow up from yesterday. That one person that I was on the phone with, I called her back. She wanted to do a contract. She wants her attorney to review it, all this other stuff, and I was cool with it. But then when I go and look up her name on the deed, there was somebody else's name on the deed, and I was just like, this is just going to be a headache. It sounds like she said that she had bought the property, or she had the property, had the county had foreclosed on it because she didn't pay her taxes, and then basically she's able to redeem the property because there's a redemption period of 3 years. So we're gonna try to figure it out, but I'm also just gonna keep moving on to other leads because it sounds like just everything part of that. And there's not too many comps. Yeah, we were gonna get it for 20 or for 45K. It probably could have been like a 10 or 20K assignment, but I'm gonna keep calling other leads. We'll see if we could work it out, but I'm just not gonna put too much time into that one and just keep moving, guys. Let's get it, my brother. We got Jamie LeBlanc up here today. Was good. Hope you got that contract signed over in Pennsylvania. And let's get rolling with these calls, guys. And put your city and states in the chat too whenever you guys are up here, just so we could all connect, network. If I ever have deals in your markets that we can't move, I will send it to you guys so you guys can help us work them. And vice versa. If you guys ever have deals in our markets, I mean, we're nationwide, but our main markets are Jersey, Texas, and Florida. That's where we get the most deals done, and that's where all of our marketing's focused on now. But let's get right into this action, guys. Make sure I got my Texas number on so I don't get cursed out by any more Texan people today. Make sure if you guys are calling, you have a some form of a phone system, especially if you're calling in different states, so that you can like have a different phone number for each state. It just makes it way easier, and people actually pick up a lot more frequently that way. Hey, is this Mark? Hey, Mark, this is Joey. You had just filled out our web form that you had a property you're selling in Canyon. Awesome. How much are you looking to get for that property? Got it. Okay. So 110 is what you're looking to basically walk away with then. Can you hear me better now? Okay, cool. So I basically said so 110's essentially what you're looking to walk away with. Okay. Okay. And if I could get you a number that made you happy, are you ready to start the process right now? Okay, cool. So the way that my process works, I'm just going to ask you a couple questions on the property and then I'll get you an offer on this call. As long as that offer makes sense for you, I'll send you over a purchase agreement that we'll both go over together. And then as long as everything in that agreement checks out, we'll sign it. We'll send it over to a title company that'll keep you protected as a seller and us as the buyers. And then we'll pick a closing date of your choosing to receive the money. And that'll come with the wire transfer certified check. Would that be good? Okay, perfect. So what's going on with the property condition wise? How's like the foundation and structure of it? Okay.
Um, the the house itself is in.
Okay. Okay.
It's in better shape now than when.
Understood. And do you know the age of the roof by chance? Do you know the age of the roof by chance? Okay. So do you know if it's more than, I guess, like 10, 15 years old, something like that? So it's about 11 years old. Okay. Awesome. And then do you know like major mechanicals, like the age of like the electrical, plumbing, and HVAC? Okay. 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 So it might need because it looks like on the outside we're probably not gonna have to do too much. It's more just on the inside. It sounded like we might just have to change I don't know like how the wiring is there. It looks like the wiring might be a little bit older. So that might be the one thing we're gonna want to change is maybe do like new plumbing and wiring just to keep it fully up to date so it pass an inspection. No, understood. Understood. Okay. And I guess is the only reason you're selling it because you're out in Florida now? Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. And what part of Florida you heading to? Okay. Understood. And do you already have a house picked out there? Got it.
Uh, they do a lot for the snowbird.
Understood. Understood. Okay. And are you excited to go out to Florida, or are you gonna miss Texas?
Inside is going to be one of them, and some snow down there.
Oh, geez. Understood. Yeah, I'm from New Jersey originally, and oh, it is. I feel you with that. I'm so over the cold. Absolutely. Florida is one of my favorite places. I'm probably going to be moving out of Florida myself very soon because it's just like it's unmatched. It's unmatched other than most other places in the country, I'd say. Especially during the cold New Jersey winter, I'm like, let me get to Florida as quick as possible. Absolutely. Absolutely. And is there anybody else that is on the deed that needs to be here for this conversation if we could come to terms on a number? Okay. Is she around right now? Okay. Okay. So I just want to make sure if we do come to terms on a number that we could just get the whole process started today for you and just make this super simple on you guys. Yes, sir. So would she be I guess able to get on the call, or like who's more in charge of the decision when it comes to the numbers? Okay. Okay. So basically as long as me and you come to terms, you just got to go get her to just sign everything then. Okay. Okay. Perfect. And how quickly do you need to get this done in? Okay. Understood. You usually if we're going to do it all cash, we could probably do this in about 30 days or less for you guys. Yeah, would that give you enough time to get everything sorted out to get over to Florida? Okay. 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 And does it still have the wood paneling that I'm seeing? Like, does it look like it looks in these pictures online on Zillow? Does it look similar to the pictures that when it was listed back in 2017? Does it look kind of like these pictures still? Okay. Okay. So it looks like. Let me see if okay. Understood. Okay. Okay. Let me wait, and I'm sorry. What type of what type you're in the mechanics business, you said? Oh,
Virginia, one there in Kentucky. We did have one in Michigan, but they sold it to
got it. Okay. Understood. Okay. And if because I'm gonna go to my partner in 2 seconds and just try to get you the most amount for your property that we can. If we were gonna cover all the closing costs, there were no commissions with us. What do you think the best number you'd be willing to take today would be for us to get this done in a quick amount of time for you guys? Okay. Would there be any flexibility on that? Okay. No, I completely understand. I just want to try to. It's basically. I'm just going to try to get you as much as we physically can, and with us, it will be all cash. So we'll make sure we make this as painless on you guys as possible. Let me just go to him. Give me about 30 seconds to a minute. Let me see exactly where we have to be at, and then I'll be right back with an offer. Okay, just bear with me for 2 seconds, please. So, mm, ARV is 230. So it literally somebody would I gotta stop saying the word literally. My boy Marcel's been roasting my ass for saying it, and it just keeps coming out. But we're gonna get there. So what I'm seeing is it needs it's gonna be about 50 grand of work if it needed a full gut, but someone probably would take this and I'm gonna stop saying it. Somebody would probably take this and just do a cosmetic rehab. So if it's a cosmetic rehab, it's gonna be about 37 grand on the square footage. So I'm gonna go with 45 for the rehab. I mean, I'll go with 50 just to be super conservative. And then he wants 110 at 115. It's movable. It's a 37K profit for a 50K rehab. So even if I lock it up at let's say we sold it at 120, it's still a 14% return, but I want this cheaper. So I'm gonna probably get it. If I sold this at 100, it would move in a day. It would move so quick. So we're gonna go anchor him a little bit. We'll see how low we can get him, and then we'll take it from there. You still there, Mark? Okay, perfect. So what my partner was seeing, we basically could get anywhere between 175 to 185 on the back end of this if we fully fixed it up and did everything that we'd want to do. And we're kind of in between. We might want to do a full gut on it, meaning like just put all new mechanicals in there because I know the wiring's probably a little bit older, but we might also be able to get away with just doing a cosmetic rehab because like the structure's good, everything looks nice on the house. So for us to do the rehab though, I think the highest it would really cost us is going to be about 50 grand of work. And we can get this done relatively quicker. So I I talked to my partner. He actually came in a little bit higher than I thought he was going to come in. So that's good because like usually when he gives me approval, sometimes they come in just like egregiously low. But basically what we're seeing is we can take this where you're never going to have to put another penny into the house. You don't have to deal with any of the commissions or anything like that, and we'll make sure we could get you over to Florida in a very timely manner. We could probably get this closed out in about 30 days. But if you need us to work with you on time, like if you need a little bit more time to get everything out of the house, we could always push back the closing. That's not a problem. He wanted to be honestly closer to 75 grand, but I was able to push him and we're at 89,000 all cash. Okay. Um if I go back to him and see if we could get a little bit more, what do you think the best you'd be willing to take right now would be if we can just get this done, like get the agreements going today and get this closed out in the next 30 days? Okay. And if we could get you the 105, I'm gonna go back to him and try to get. It's basically just me and you against him right now. I'm gonna try to get you as much as we physically can get you. If he would, if I could get him to come up to the 105, would you be ready to sign the paperwork right now? We could go just speak to your wife about it and just get everything going. Okay. Okay. Give me just give me another minute. Let me just speak to him really quick. I think I should be able to get him to come up that much, but let me just make sure we could do it, okay? Okay, two seconds, please. I'm gonna check one more thing. Look at this. I know as a flip we could do this at 105, even if it's only a smaller agreement. But if I could get him to just sign this thing right now, what's the website? Jeez, my brain's not working today. I had people last night that were I had people last night that were literally outside of my. I'm locking this up at 105. Guys, you could rent this thing out for a lot of money. You could holy shit. Okay. This is gonna be a juicy one. You could literally rent this thing out for 2,600 a month. That's on the average. Let's get it. This will exceed the 1% rule by a lot. You still there, Mark? Perfect. So good news, we actually could do the 105. So I'm going to send you a purchase agreement. Is the email that you sent over the MM011963, is that the correct email? Okay. Let me give me about another minute. Let me just draft everything up, and then can I also just grab your wife's email, or do you want me to send them both to yours, and then you guys can both review it together, and we'll sign it like once everything's good. Whatever's easier. Oh no, so basically I send it through an app called DocuSign. So you literally just click with your mouse, it'll autofill your signature. It'll make it so much easier on you guys. All we have to do is just go over it really quick. It's a one-page document, and then we just have a second document we always sign, and then we'll be good to go. And then basically once we get this signed, I'm going to have my transaction coordinator Brett reach out to you, and she'll basically be touching in with you guys once a week every week just to keep you up to date until we get this thing closed. And then we just need a couple pictures taken. If you guys could grab some pictures for us, we'll send you like a guide to take. And if it's too difficult to take the pictures, we could always just send one of our partners out there. Yes, sir. So give me just give me about a minute. Let me just draft it all up and I will send it right over to you. Yes, sir. I'll be right back. Let me just put together this DocuSign. Marcel just hit some shit. I literally almost just jumped out of my seat. Sorry, guys, just putting together this agreement, and we will get this thing signed and sealed and delivered. Date, name, text, email. I name, name, um, name, and then put the text in. Oh, turning in fact. Just gotta add another signature line in this attorney in fact, and we are good. Here we go. Okay. Gotta go back. Delete this. Sorry, Mark. It will be over in literally another minute. Um, Marcel, that's twice. I literally just jumped. Yeah, we're live right now. Say hi. I'm trying to work so fast here. Name. And then text. Okay, we are good, guys. Hey, Mark, sorry about that. It should be in your email right now. I just sent it over, and it should be coming from. Okay, it should be coming from Randy Sagastume. That's my business partner via DocuSign. So let me know when you guys have it open, and we'll just go over it. Okay, perfect. So it says standard real estate purchase agreement. You see that? Like the actual documents open. It says standard real estate purchase agreement. Perfect. Okay. So the first paragraph, that's just today's date. That's you and your wife's name, my company, your address, the legal description of your address. And then it just says description includes any fixtures, window and floor coverings, built in appliances, shades, blinds, window, door screens, awnings, outdoor plants, trees, and other permanently attached items now on premises. So that's basically just describing the property. The 105 is the purchase price that we agreed on, and then the terms follow. The following terms are applicable to this contract. So closing costs are to be paid in the following fashion: buyer to pay for warranty deed, closing fee, and title insurance, and then seller to pay for any costs required to provide clear title, back taxes, or liens. So as long as there's no like title issues on the property at all, any taxes that were owed, mortgages, you guys will net the full 105. So any liens that are on the property, that'll just come out of the 105. Yes. And then any taxes owed will be appropriately prorated between parties at closing. Closing to be set as soon as possible for all parties, but no later than 60 days from fully executed contract. We always just put 60, but this will be closed probably in the next 30. And then obviously, as I told you, Brett will keep you fully up to date every week until we're at closing. But 30 days is when we'll actually get this done. We just do 60 just in case you guys need more time. It'll just allow us, we don't have to sign any more like addendums or paperwork. And then the seller grants and any extension needed to clear title or to complete closing documentation. So just in the event that there are any lien issues or title things that we have to clear up, that just allows it so we can clear out all those things up before closing. But as long as there's no liens in the property, we'll usually be good. And then property to be sold as is with no warranties implied or stated from the seller. So that basically just means like you don't have to do any more repairs on the property. We're taking it in its current condition. Closing to be held at, we still have to figure out if we're going to use Alamo or which title company we're going to use, but we'll have that filled in once we figure out the title. But escrow will be opened either later today or first thing in the morning tomorrow morning with our title company. And then the contract is contingent upon a clear title and final inspection of the property by buyer or buyer's agent before closing, and that the property is suitable for buyer's needs slash plans. Buyer has the right to pre-market this contract on Zillow, MLS, or any marketing media. Sometimes we just utilize Zillow or the MLS for extra funding partners if our main funders can't get this done in the time allotted, and that just helps keep things moving as quick as possible for you guys. And then if number 7, this isn't really for you, obviously, because it's not rented. You guys are living there. But basically, if it was rented, it would be prorated as a date of the sale, and security deposits will transfer at closing on settlement, and then seller to provide all leases and docs within 5 days. But obviously, that it's not rented right now, so that's fine. And then for number 8, the seller to provide buyer with permission to access the property solely for purposes such as evaluation of repairs needed, appraisal of said property for securing financing, and professional advisement on resale of property. If the property is vacant, seller shall provide buyer with a key to access property specifically for the reasons above. And then seller understands buyer may assign this contract to another person, entity, or trust at closing and list the contract on the MLS or Zillow prior to closing. And then seller agrees buyer may terminate this contract at any time without specific risk, performance, lawsuits, or monetary damages. That's basically just there because we don't do a formal home inspection. Like we don't send an actual inspector out there. We just send our contractors out there and everything else. And that's just the language title always wants us to use. And then we obviously won't be providing any copies of like inspection reports because we don't do that. And then the seller warrants that they do not know of any city, county, or local government issues or liens on this property, which might be pending. And then any furniture, fixtures, attachments, or debris located in and around the property not removed prior to the closing become ownership to the buyer. And then buyer may take possession of property upon closing. So that just basically means just whenever we're ready to close, if you guys need a little bit more time to get out of there to get everything, then we'll just push back the closing and then close when you guys are fully out. Yeah. So you guys just have to you basically just click this signature for yourself and your wife, and then you just have to put in your phone number. And then there's just one additional document that we use because if we ever do end up having to put it up on the MLS to get more funding partners to keep this to get like keep things moving along, if our original guys can't get this done quick enough, then it's just an attorney in fact. So once you guys sign this, we'll go over the last document, and then basically once we're good, I'll have Brett probably reach out to you in the next like 24 hours just to make an introduction. Yes, sir. And then it fills in. I think you'll see all like your name, email, everything that's filled in, and we just need the phone number for title because they'll probably reach out to you if they have any questions or if they need anything from you guys. Yes, sir. So just let me know when you're done on the signing page, and then we'll do the we'll just go over the authorization to sign the listing docs if we have to use that. And if you just want to put your number, I guess for both, if you want title to just communicate directly to you, that's also fine. Yes, sir. Okay. And for your, it'll just fill like autofill her name because I put her name for the signing thing too. It's not going to be in your name on hers. Oh, it only has one L in it. Okay, let me fix that really quick. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. It's spelled correct though in the actual document up top, though, right? Okay, hold on. Let me just pull back up. No, we gotta get it right. We definitely gotta get it right. Let me just do this. This will only take another 2 more seconds because everything else is prepared. So just one L in her name. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Okay, there's the updated. And then easy turn effect. Mark. And then her name is A-R-A. Hold on. Let me just make sure I get this right. Aracelis, not L-L. Okay. Okay. And then 6. And, okay. Okay. Just gonna put the names in the last document and we'll be good to go. Name, name, text. Okay. It's coming over right now. I changed just confirm that her name's spelled correctly in this one, and then we'll be good to go. And then we'll go over that second one really quick. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's one L in this one too now. Hopefully I got it right this time. Oh, okay. Understood. Mine could be a little slow sometimes too, unfortunately. Sorry guys, we're just waiting for him to get this sorted out. He's gonna sign it, and then we gonna keep this going. I wish that the glare wasn't so bad so I could show you guys what I'm looking at right now at this window with these beautiful mountains in the background. Okay, both are signed? Okay. And then just the last document, were you able to view that? Were you able to view the third page, that last document that we have? Yes, sir. It says authorization to sign listing docs and offers. Okay. And you just got to sign that last page, but I'll just go over it for you really quick just so you know what that is. Yeah, so it should have both your signatures, and then once you scroll down a little bit more, there's that third page. It says authorization to sign listing docs and offers at the top of it. It's at like the bottom. So basically, okay, cool. Okay, so let me just finish on my end. That's basically just so that if we end up having to use the MLS, that's just so you guys don't have to sign any more documents. And then let me see if it came through. Did you click finish on both of them? Okay, perfect. So you guys just got a copy of the completed document, and I'm gonna have Brett reach out by tomorrow, and basically, well, I'll have her send over the photo guide. Do you have an iPhone by chance? Okay, so if you're able to get the pictures, that would be helpful. But if you can't, we'll just send somebody over there. So whatever's easier. But I'll have her reach out by tomorrow, and then just communicate with her. I guess with like what'll be easier on you guys. Yes, sir. Well, I look forward to getting this done with you guys and getting you over to Florida, hopefully very quickly. Definitely, definitely. Well, at least once you get down there, it's going to be gorgeous. Okay. Oh wow. I hear that. I hear that. I've had a couple of those. Are you gonna have to go back out there? Got it. Well, at least you don't have to go back to Nashville then. Oh wow. Yeah, no, that's insane. You gotta be careful with that. Absolutely. Yeah, between today and tomorrow, she'll be reaching out, and then she'll just do. Usually on Friday, she'll reach out like once every Friday, just check in with you guys, just make sure everything's moving along easily. Yes, sir. So I'll have her reach out and just let me know if you need anything. Absolutely, I appreciate your time today, Mark. Okay, take care, brother. Thank you. Bye bye. Hold on. Let's get it, guys. Let's fucking go. I didn't get a contract yesterday. I was feeling a little sad, but We're fucking getting that shit done now. That one's gonna be a juicy one. So once I saw the rent, I almost fell out of my fucking chair. Facebook user said, "Congratulations, thank you." That one honestly, we could probably move at like 130, maybe a little bit more. So we'll see. But it needs about 50K max, and it could rent out for 2,600 a month. I have no idea where Canyon is, but it looked like there's a lot of activity there. Hold on, let's check this out. Oh, it's right outside of Amarillo. So it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, north of Lubbock, but Amarillo's a city. So fuck it. We'll get this shit done. And the numbers are juicy on it. So I think we'll honestly be golden with this one. I'm going to leave you guys with a quick soapbox because I do have to go make some lunch. But one thing I wanted to talk about today, I said this on my Instagram story as well. If you guys are in wholesaling, and you guys are doing acquisitions or dispositions, whatever side of the business you're doing, there needs to be a sales process that you follow. I don't care whose sales process it is. There's many people that have good sales processes in place already and they all work. It's all about what's going to be best for your style, but make sure you have one. If you're doing these calls and you're just winging it, like you're not going to have success. You got to do one call closes. You got to make the offer on the call and get them to sign on the call. Because if you guys don't have that type of process, you're going to be losing out on deals. I had one yesterday that like the lady wouldn't sign with me on the call. I was like, you know what? Let me just be nice, let her go. And because I let her go, she texts me back later and she's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna like use my realtor. We discussed things, and I was like, I wanted to be there when you discuss things so we could figure this out. So what I'm doing going forward is like just assume the close. And if they're like, oh no, I gotta do this, that, and another thing, it's like, look, you've obviously discussed selling the house. We're gonna get this done for you. So let's just get this thing signed right now. Just push them a little bit harder than you would like sometimes. And don't be mean, do not be ugly. Like you gotta do it from a very respectable way, and you have to do it from a positive way, but you need a sales process. And the only way that you'll get good in your sales process is through repetition. Competence creates confidence. And the more times that you guys pitch, the more times that you role play, the more times that you go over this stuff, the better you're going to be at this business. I promise you guys. Your first call versus your thousandth call is going to sound completely different. Your first call, you're gonna suck. It's all good. But by the time you've done it 1,000 times, listen to the way that I sound when I'm doing these things and understand every call is almost identical. Like it literally has the same process for every single call. And I keep saying literally, I got to stop it. I'm going to start giving Marcel $100 every time I say the word. But just make sure you guys have a good sales process, follow it, and you will be very successful in this business. I promise you guys. I love y'all. Go have a good rest of your day. I will be back here tomorrow and we'll just keep running this thing up for the rest of these 90 days. And I know we're going to hit this goal. I mean, we're already over 100K, not closed yet, but assigned. And we're just going to keep this thing running until we're at this goal. So you guys go have a good rest of your days and go crush your goals. Peace out, y'all.